All right, so we're going to look at perhaps this concept of past lives, but not directly. So let's say you're experiencing some challenging events, situations. Your life has been arduous, it's just difficult, and maybe there's a specific key figure that's the nemesis, the antagonist of the situation in your life. Like wherever you go, they seem to end up in the picture in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so the idea of past lives, which to be honest, I don't know much about. This is a sense of, some say reincarnation, some say, we have multiple lives, like, cats have 9 lives. It's a sense of having experiences with someone previously. The only way that I can maybe justify that concept in my mind's eye is thinking about the elders, as far as your ancestors who've gone on before you, who've had similar experiences, and perhaps they themselves did not come to a place of resolution in their time period. And so now things are passed down through the bloodline, through the children, and those children experience similar events. Okay. People call that like generational curses, all right, generational traumas, things of that nature. So this is the idea. That's the only way that I can put a concrete connection between the concept of past lives, other than me personally seeing things, like visually seeing things, having whether they be dreams or actual visions of someone or situation. Some say deja vu, right? But it's more than just deja vu, where you're experiencing or seeing something. It's a memory, it's a thought, and it's very real, right? Some may call that psychosis as well. So take everything with a grain of salt, guys. And on that note, if you find that you do need some professional assistance because you're having some challenges in the psyche, mental concerns, please reach out to the respective parties. 988 is a crisis number 24/7. You can call that to talk to someone at any given moment when you feel as though you're going to be unsafe or someone is unsafe around you, so you can get immediate assistance. And of course, there's always 911, guys. All right, so past lives, connections of another time period. It's otherworldly, some may say, right? Thinking about that twin flame dynamic, although this message is not geared towards that. It's talking about soulmates. So individuals that are in your life for a significant purpose, for a reason, for a time and a season. And sometimes they stay longer than they need to, or we stay longer than we need to, which causes a lot of bonding that are unhealthy, toxic, and the repercussion of all of that, right? And so it's this cycle of cycling into something deeper unnecessarily. So with past life connections, and my understanding with that, based on something that your ancestors may have lived through that they have not completed, and now you are here reliving something similar as if you were them. This is what I'm talking about. And usually in the family, there's families that are at odds with one another, and then they're so those can still be soulmates, right? Soulmates doesn't have to be like all lovey-dovey gooey and perfectly aligned. It could be just individuals that are not aligned with you, that are there to chastise, antagonize, trigger. That could be a soulmate. So the reason why individuals are in our lives, it's for us to understand that and work with that energy or not. Okay, so that being said, I believe the title that I will put for this is "I'm Not What You Remember." Okay, the I signifying whomever you are. Okay, the collective, just whoever's experiencing this experience, whoever is resonating with this message. That's you are the I. So I'm not what you remember, and with that, a lot of people may hold us to this past previous memory, okay, that is false. It's no longer where we're at or what we resonate with. Okay. Ah. Okay. All right, so that is going to be something, that's a video actually. The title I just gave you is a video that I already recorded, but this may be connected in some capacity. So give me 1 second. I have roofers here, so hold on. All right, I am not going to edit this. We're just going to keep it moving. Hopefully you're still there. Anyway, life goes on. So I was saying that title, that's going to be the video that I post before this one, but there may be a connection. Okay. So, this talking about the past lives, it's like what you do to me, you do to yourself, essentially. We're talking about soulmates and, reliving experiences, maybe that your loved ones that have passed on lived through. You're having to like clear out that karmic debt, some say, okay? Again, only speaking from my own experience and the understanding that I have from that. All right. So just to give you a heads up of what we're going to be talking about today, that's what all of this was about. So whatever you do to me, you do to yourself. There's a part in scripture that, God, supreme being, creator of all that is, okay, source. We have religion and we have an understanding of the traditional concept of faith and precepts, right? Different doctrinal teachings. And there is a passage rather in the scripture is talking about how, God uses others to render judgment, right? And if you look back at a certain part in the Old Testament or the Torah, there's a passage where the children of Israel were under judgment for their own, sins or things that they didn't do in right standings that they were being punished for. So God's source would use other nations to execute this judgment. However, these nations at times would abuse their authority, abuse their power. So while they were the means to an end, they overstepped their bounds. And that's what happens many times in a relationship. Like, let's say if you're having an argument with someone and it becomes heated, someone in that dynamic, maybe because they feel wounded or they feel powerless, may overstep their bounds and take it further than they need to, okay? Where now you say something or you do something that there's no coming back from. So this is what this is about, abuse of power. But the thing with that is understanding that what we do to others, we essentially do to ourselves. If we can fathom that truth, we will do well as a human, as a society, okay, as a collective, okay. All right, man, the intro, right? Okay, so All right, so is it that I'm channeling messages today, Father? What's going on? Help me to bring this message forward. You might hear some banging, knocking. It's, again, things being done on the roof. So the South, the past, right? So clearly we are talking about, remember I said past lives, okay? Attitudes that stems from the past, beliefs that stem from the past. It's a sense of an eye for an eye, right? But this is an eye for an eye plus, right? Plus, this is the exactment. This is going above and beyond the eye for an eye, okay? And some believe in that. Like with the eye for an eye, I'm learning that that is something that does occur where you may experience something at someone's hand that they directly didn't do. Like, let's say you didn't do something to them, however you did do something to someone else, right? So it's like you cannot escape the karma. That's the point. Whether the judgment is going to come through the very person you did it to, or by means of someone else that is completely separate from that situation, the point is the scales will be balanced some way, shape, or form. Okay, so we're talking about past. Yes, okay, clearly remembering something. So there's something maybe that someone is remembering. Okay, remember I said there was a video, I'm Not What You Remember. Please go watch that. That might be tying into this at this time. Okay, it's all about love, right? The power of love, or children, the love of children, or the love of, reproduction, reproducing something, fifth house, creating something. So maybe this is talking about the children. So the extension of an experience or a relationship that produced offsprings is what I'm getting at this time. So this could be that something is tied, or someone is tied by way of lineage, okay, is what I'm getting with that, which is interesting. Okay, what else do we need to know from this here? Clearly relationships, okay. So it's an extension of you, okay? So relationships, Libran energy is coming out. This could be relationships from the past. The scales are clearly here, guys. You see that? Someone is making a decision, or you need to make a decision about a relationship from the past. I'll just look at this one. Okay, so dedication to achieve. This is Capricorn. So someone is very focused about something, achieving. Someone is very focused on achieving something, okay? This definitely could be someone from the past, okay? Remember, whatever you do to me, you do to yourself, okay? Whatever you do to me, you do to yourself. There is a connection. It is an extension. So you are an extension of me, and vice versa. We are part of a whole. And so if we can keep that in mind as we are moving through this existence, that may help us to do things a little bit better. Leo energy is coming out. So we have Earth in Capricorn, we have air in Libra, and now here's Leo. So we're missing fire. Well, no, here's fire. We're missing water. Water. Okay. Do what you want to do. So this is someone that holds either a lot of power, or feels as though they hold a lot of power, and wanting to achieve something. They're very focused about achieving something. Okay. All right. What you do to me, you do to yourself. Just if you can remember that through this message, you'll do well. Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit, divine guides, for this message. And thank you for the protection around the collective at this time. Thank you for the clarity of thought, clarity of speech, clear intentions to bring forth this guided message for the whole and for the highest good. What is the truth that we need to know at this time? Thank you for the divine covering as well. Truth that we need to know. Okay, I welcome in the spirit of truth and wisdom. Spirit of clarity, greetings. Thank you for assisting me. Okay, getting to the heart of the matter. This is the hearth. Okay, the hearth. Okay, so it's something to do with something that could be just seen as very sacred, very private or personal. The soul, okay, it's talking about the soul, okay. Interesting. This is talking about the soul. Definitely could be a soul connection, like I said, okay. All right. And the north node. So we have the south node, and then on the split, the north node. Okay, so moving beyond something, moving in. So the soul's desire to move towards this, right? Towards their destined path. Okay. So every soul, when we are brought into this existence, we may have a focus on things that we want to experience. Okay. Granted, things that we focus on, things that we dedicate our life to, right? So your everyday duties and responsibilities, Capricorn energy. We do have to learn how to bring balance or come into alignment with other partners or relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic. It's just we work with people, we work with others, right? This is a sense of cooperation. So it could be that maybe you wanted to cooperate, or you want to cooperate with someone. Your soul may have a desire to cooperate with someone or work with someone perhaps that does not want to work with you for some. And if you are trying to exert your efforts or your energy towards someone else's will, that is always an issue, okay? Here is Aquarius in the reverse. Typically these cards are upright, but Aquarius says collaborate is in the reverse. So it's like someone may not want to work with you, and that's their right, okay? Or let's say if things are happening in your life that's not working well, or you don't work well with others, that could be something you need to work on. You need to look at and make some adjustments in that area. All right, what do we need to know about this hearth specifically with this the South Capricorn and Libra energy over here? There's something that's definitely a clash. There's some tension that is built or being built. There's something that is, I could bring this down a little bit more, but I'm more than likely going to end up covering them up anyway, but whatever. So there's something that is clashing, okay? It's a clash. We'll look at it a little bit further, but you're either what your focus, okay. Remember I talked about soulmates. So this is someone from your past, okay? So it could be that you've had some past, or your family has had some run-ins with this individual or this energy. Let's say it's an energy. It's a prototype. It's a type of individual that you work with that they have the same MO, right? It's like, wow, why is it that every city I go into, or every job I'm on, there's this one, right? That there's always this issue with, okay? There's something that needs to be learned from that experience, or that needs to be completed. And it's almost like someone has been directly positioned in a place to cause this friction, to cause the challenges. It's a stakeholder, or it's someone that has a specific role to play in your life, okay? This role clearly is to create challenges or tension in a goal, or in a direction that your soul is attempting to go, right? And it's for you to bring balance to it, okay? The easy thing that we may want to do is run from the challenges, but the point is, in order to continue on our path, we must free up these soul connections or soul ties that are binding and that are tied to either like a karmic energy that's negative, okay? Where there's fighting, or there is unhealthy communication or dealings, okay? Like where there's dishonesty, right? There is distrust, there's fears. So there's something that's going on, or someone that is either projecting or inserting themselves into a path, your path from the past, right? And it could be that, hey, they want you to take them with you wherever you're going, or because they're unable to go on their own, they don't want you to go. Something like that is what I'm picking up right now. Taurus energy, another earth sign. Taurus, that's all about your beliefs, your values, what you appreciate perhaps, what you put your time in cultivating. Cultivating relationships, okay? Bringing balance. So it's you learning how to bring balance to these connections, right? Working to cultivate these challenging relationships. I'm getting here's authority. So it's something that it's put here. Okay, sometimes these situations are put in your path to help you learn how to balance them out better, learn how to work through the challenges. It's teaching you perhaps maybe appropriate conflict resolution. It's teaching you how to maybe compromise or negotiate. It's teaching you how to maybe give, but not exhausting your resources at the same time. Okay. Okay, so the numbers that we have is 54, which is 9. We have number 2 and number 32. 32 does go to 5. 5 is typically a change. All right, so what is the message, Holy Spirit? Thank you. Something about your path and your past. Something about your path and your past. This is Neptune energy. The vision that you have, something you've envisioned, something that maybe you're wanting to experience. Okay, so with Neptune, I'm getting like an elevation. This whatever happens in the present, it's to elevate your soul's experience. It's to heighten some type of insight. It's almost to shift how you're seeing the situation. If you can for a moment like come out of like an outer body experience, right? Neptunian energy, like dreams and fantasies. If you can, because we have Earth here, right? So this is the everyday, but then Neptune is in the sky, right? And the stars even, right? So otherworldly. So if you can fathom that your current experience is more than this experience, that there's other things happening outside of you, right, on a higher level, in a higher dimension. Wow. So if we're talking about parallel, like the concept of parallel universe, which I know nothing about, guys, let's just say these are examples, metaphorically speaking, right? If there was a parallel universe, right, there's something that's happening there, okay, that may have not been cleared out, and it's translating into what's happening now in the present, if that makes sense. So things are connected, basically is what I'm getting. It's something that's connecting you to maybe a past experience that was producing some type of resistance. All right, there's something perhaps how you're seeing this that's causing a resistance in you achieving certain goals, okay? How you're seeing something, your perception about a situation, your perception about a person or a dynamic, your perception about whatever it is, life in general, is producing some type of resistant energy in your immediate world or your reality, and it'll show up by way of physical individuals coming into your life or just circumstances that are going to mimic whatever it is that's happening above, okay? All right. So if we, mind over matter, as above, so below, that train of thought is that you create, or things are created in the spiritual realm first and then manifested in the natural. So it's that concept. Community is here, 11th house in the reverse. So I'm just going to look at these two community messages. Okay. So the video had to be cut short because there was some loud noise, some banging. So I will attempt to merge the two and continue. I think the last thing we left off on was the community messages. Okay. Again, what you do to another, you do to self. It ties back to past lives as far as generational patterns. I don't want to say curse, that's why I'm pausing. So generational patterns, ancestral, something you may have inherited by way of your bloodline. So let's say your grandmother had issues with a certain family and presented challenges for your grandmother. As you become an adult and you have your own offspring, children, and whatnot, you find that you were met with similar challenges, if not greater challenges, okay? So something is being targeted, something is unresolved. That's pretty much the focus, okay? You're going to see these challenges manifest by way of the connections romantically or by soulmates, whether friend or whether foe. A soulmate doesn't have to be someone that you truly love and adore. It could be someone that you have a deep connection with or an energetic tie or spiritual connection with, unbeknownst to you in some cases. And it could be with ill intent for some. All right, so this platform collective is here as a resource. It's here to help benefit you all, myself included, in transmuting these heavy aspects or these heavy I can say emotions for some, roadblocks, obstacles, right? Even that may hinder you from fully coming into whatever it is you need to come into as far as your truth, your north node, your authentic self, okay? And it's we talked about the antagonists, right? We have, like with the superhero movies, you have the star of the show, the hero, but my hero is not a hero unless you have the adversary that is coming against this hero. And so it's equal, let's say, recognition or equal efforts to accomplish a goal. However, the goals are aimed towards a different outcome, okay? It's for a different end, okay? End game. The end game is different in comparison to the hero versus the adversary or the foe, right? So we all are playing a role, pretty much. Which character have you been casted for? Which character have you casted yourself in? And have you been experiencing something by way of resistance, that tension in connections, and are uncertain of the origin of it, right? Let's say you didn't do anything to a person and they just have targeted you. This may be a clear indicator that this is something from past lives, okay? Whether it be, again, I already explained it, so I won't go there again. But what I wanted to say, past lives, meaning whether it be outside of your current reality, or just, let's say you were in a relationship, a marriage, a covenant, a group, a community, some type of association, a clique per se, a workplace, right? and you have left this for whatever reason, there could be unfinished business, so to speak. And that could be another reason why you're met with some challenges, okay? Especially if you had done any dirt or there's any deeds that you haven't recognized that you have done or, sought to make right, okay? So again, sometimes these messages can be very light, very airy, and they get straight to the point, kind of superficial. And then other times we get a little bit deeper. So hopefully I'm not boring anyone. And if I am, so be it. You always have choice. Yeah, you don't have to stay. For those who choose to stay, you are more than welcome. As long as the energy that you bring is positive, with the willingness to transform your life for the better and connect with others in a balanced and healed way. And this is what I preach, so to speak, or this is what I advocate for. Some people may ask you what you stand for. This is what I stand for. And using this medium as far as the tarot oracle cards is something relatively new for me, okay? I've always been spiritual. Some may say religious, a bit of a fanatic, where I may go a bit deep. What can I say? It's like I am who I am, and you can't change certain aspects of yourself. It tends to stick with you, and there's no need to apologize for who you are. But there's always room for improvement, okay? All right, so when speaking about what someone does to you, they ultimately do to themselves, being that we are reflections of others, okay? So let's say we are cast in a program, a TV show, a character, right? And we're playing this role. There's something that I'm reflecting to you and vice versa. And it's almost like the devil within, right? So one of us is playing the devil's advocate, okay? The devil within even. And it's you're wrestling with that aspect of yourself, but in the physical. Hopefully that makes sense, okay? I'm reminded of a passage in scripture because I had to pause the video, so I had some time away, and I'm coming back now later on in the evening hours, lately in the evening hours, and so I thought about Judas, the betrayer. Okay, basically, Judas was one of the disciples that Yehoshua HaMashiach had chosen, the Messiah had chosen. And he sat with him, he ate with him, they broke bread together, and there was a sense of a bond. However, Yehoshua was given insight, foreknowledge to know that this individual that he had befriended was going to betray him. He was even given or shown the way in which he would be betrayed, okay? And so Yehoshua didn't start, distancing himself from Judas. He had the knowledge that something was going to happen in the future, and he continued that connection to whatever capacity he did, okay? Because everyone has a role. So Judas played a role, okay, in the Messiah being betrayed and ultimately being sacrificed, okay? The funny thing about that story is, however, some may not see it as amusing, but while he sacrificed Yehoshua, he himself in turn sacrificed himself. He killed himself. He took his own life. He unalived himself, as some would say, okay? Excuse me, YouTube, I'm not trying to advocate for any harmful actions towards another person. This is me sharing a story. So he outed himself. Could be because of the guilt, could be because of the shame, could be because of just self-condemnation, unforgiveness, not being able to forgive himself for the actions that he took towards someone that he was very close with, that was innocent. I think that was the guilt, really. This person was innocent. This person had done nothing malicious to anyone, and he lost his life. He was sold into the hands of, the religious sect and was crucified, essentially. So we see this playing out in life through various means of, as we associate with others. Okay. So what you do to me, you do to yourself. If you could remember that, you will do well. This is the community message. Okay, if we can learn or understand this truth, it will help us a great deal to be mindful of our actions. Now, again, if there are things that were unfinished in a previous life, in a previous connection, for those who don't even believe in that, that means it's going to trickle down into your current situation for you to deal with, energetically speaking, okay? And perhaps even physically, where there's a confrontation where you have to actually talk to someone or make something right or pay something back. It's a sense of retribution is what I'm getting. Retribution, okay. It's a giving back. Okay, Divine Source, thank you so much for allowing me to be a mouthpiece for you. I thank you for the guides, guardian angels that are assisting me, guarding me and the collective at this time as this message is coming forth with divine wisdom and clarity and truth. Thank you. What else do we need to know about this to complete the message? So the swords, right? The swords in the back. Ten of Swords. Someone was left for dead. That could be you. That can be another person. Or this is just what someone was thinking to do, desired to do. This could have been someone's actual experience. Or someone is finally seeing the reality of something that was very harsh. This harsh betrayal. This harsh ending. This harsh truth, okay? All right. It's a harsh truth that we have to digest when we think about someone that we love betraying us. It's not easy, okay? It's not easy to accept that and to move away from it, okay? The Wheel of Fortune speaks about a sense of, something maybe that you finished, something that has been fated. Like this was supposed to happen. This was supposed to help you move in a direction with more precision or preciseness. This was supposed to empower you, so to speak. Okay. Something about the timing, something about cycles. Okay, so someone was holding on to this idea, okay? Hangman energy. Someone was holding on to the idea. Like if they can keep you held up long enough or stuck in like this energy long enough, perhaps it would have delayed something that you're destined to arrive to or arrive at. Because this is a challenge. The position that they placed themselves in was to challenge your forward movement, to challenge progress, to almost cause you to give up on yourself, right? Ten of Swords, right? To cause painful endings in your life. I do watch those K-dramas, right? And I'm currently watching one, and there's a family feud, and it's a silent family feud. And these are the ones that are harder to probably navigate because there could be one person that's targeted, but the guise that's presented for the collective or for the rest of the family member is that everything is okay, that everything is on the up and up, that there is only love and support and cohesion. But underneath the surface, there's actually some foul play that is taking place by, in the movie I'm speaking about specifically, by the matriarchs, by the feminines that are in some type of status or a seat of authority. And they are wanting to crush this other person, right? Because of their ties to another elite or another high status person. So basically this their birthright. Okay, thank you. Sometimes it's like I'm trying to find the words and they escape me. So this person that they are coming against in this movie, it's the TV show rather, this is their birthright. So they were born into the status, into the position that they have, whereas others married into it. And so naturally the bloodline is preserved with the one that was born into it. And so even though externally these other figures, feminine energies, they have status, they have power, they have wealth, they don't have the bloodline, if that makes sense. The inheritance is through the bloodline, and so they may try to recreate or establish their own through their own offspring with this person, right? The patriarch, the male, who is in high figure, high status. So this could translate in regular connections by way of family feud. You have biological children that are born, and then you have like the father steps out and has other children in another family, right? And so there's the feuding that's taking place. Okay, all right. So yes, that's some of the things I watch, which is interesting, and it actually connects to this message a little. So that's, yeah. Okay. Message for the collective. Thank you, Holy Spirit. All right. Evidence. Okay. Something that you're hearing, something you may hear, something you may receive, something you may see, something that may be given to you or was given, or something that was done. Could have been something that was done, something that was said. Okay, it's been, okay. So this has been happening for a while. Okay, whatever this is, Page of Pentacles, this is an investment, right? It's been happening for a while, right? It's right next to the Taurus, which says cultivate, right? So this whatever has been taking place has been happening for some seasons, maybe years, maybe generations. I don't know. Remember, we're looking at the South Node energy and why things have been a challenge for some of you in the collective. Only take what resonates, guys, okay? And this is probably just coming to light so you you have the awareness. So definitely it's been happening for a while, working together, planning, strategizing on how to either partner up with you, how to bring something towards you. I'm getting even how to take something from you. But here is the Nine of Wands, right? This is a persistent energy, okay? Definitely could be a feminine mother. I'm just saying the mother because the mother is typically the one that rules the home, so to speak. In many cultures, the mother has a lot of authority in the household, okay? They determine or set the standards in a way as far as the customary things that take place. So that's interesting. So it could be a female. That's significant in this situation. Everything is not black and white, just so you know. Remember, there's certain levels, certain depths of things, and so question everything. If someone is all of a sudden trying to befriend you, trying to become very close to you, yeah, someone's trying to work with you, they're trying to come very close to you, there's a reason why they're doing that. So question the motives of whoever is trying to travel towards you. Chariot energy. Why are they trying to travel towards you? 7 is significant. It could be someone at work, literally that you were a co-worker, okay? All right. Why are they traveling towards you? We have the 10 of Wands, okay? So we have 10 out here. And both 10s that are out here are those that are representative of like trouble or adversities or burdens, okay? So it's not the best, okay? It's a sense of causing more struggles. Again, doing things to make you give up, right? Doing things to make you want to quit. Maybe someone is putting, like if it is a work situation, they may be adding more either restrictive policies or adding more duties, responsibilities on your plate in hopes to get you to quit, right? To give up. So, but someone is very resilient, very steady, very focused, very dedicated. The Capricorn energy, we saw that already. Someone is a leader. This could be leader. Okay, so remember we saw, right? There's a card behind it, but we saw the Leo. Okay, the card behind it was the home. Okay, the base from which things are launched. So that can be the office, that can be the physical home, that can be the place where something is established, or this could be we're looking at where it's coming from, the root of where something is coming from. All right, so the West, the West, and then Sagittarius I did see also. Sagittarius, if you look at this, it is pointing towards like northwest, right? Northwest. So we're looking at the direction of something, okay? And maybe you need to look at the direction of something as well. I want to push these over just a little bit. Okay, that's Sagittarius over there. Hopefully you can see it okay well enough. There's something that maybe you've had to release. Someone maybe you had to release, or someone that is in heavy, let's say, regrets. This all black costume, it speaks of mourning, grief, and then the moon in the far distance, covered by the hazy clouds. It's given a sense of melancholy, just sadness. Someone is unhappy. Okay, I'm looking at this bridge. It could be someone at a distance is unhappy. There's a body of water that's separating you from them, possibly, or it would require them to travel. So that's why we have Sagittarius out. It would require them to travel towards you. So it is definitely someone, it could be abroad, but just at a distance. Okay. It could be a fire sign as well. Okay. All right, so there's some major changes. Maybe you've been experiencing major changes. So if all of a sudden you started experiencing major changes, it could be that someone got too close to you, or you allowed someone too close to your home, or maybe someone actually entered your home. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Okay, I'm getting eighth house. Is eighth house, is that Scorpio, guys? Scorpio. Maybe you need to protect your energy, protect your home base, protect something a little better, whatever this is. All right. Protect your power. How you invest your time, that's your power. Like, how much time do you spend doing whatever you do? How much time do you spend giving to other people? How much do you invest in another person's life? Like, are you the savior for the community? If your neighbor's having a problem, are you the one that's, they're knocking on your door and you're running out of your home and going to assist them and neglecting your own responsibilities in order to help others? So sacrificing yourself. Okay, Four of Swords. Something being laid to rest. Someone perhaps being laid to rest. Someone in a home. I look at this and it reminds me of the church, just with this the stained glass. Someone could be a tourist, someone could be sick, and someone could be recovering from something. And they could be sick because they traveled somewhere, and I don't know. I want to look at this perception a little bit. Perception. It could be that someone is seeing something a little differently, or you're going to be seeing or viewing a person's actions, could be your own actions, a bit differently. Like, so maybe you're coming to the realization that you do need to maybe slow down. Four of Swords is slowing down. Four of Swords is, okay, yes, you've been overthinking about something. You're a bit let's say fatigued mentally because you're thinking too much, and you do need to slow down or lay low. So someone may be laying low based on the actions that they took. King of Wands, very assertive, powerful energy, manifesting whatever, taking action towards whatever they desire. Very swift at that, very decisive. Also, a boss energy. So this could be them either realizing their actions, what their actions produced, realizing they need to slow down, realizing that, hey, maybe they need to lay low, or that something is going to be put to rest based on some action that they took. Yeah, I'm seeing the Scorpio energy, the skeleton, the death. Yes, someone was very persistent in something that they were doing. Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy, unwillingness to give up, unwillingness to let go, unwillingness to be defeated. This is someone also that they may be guarding something, protecting someone, or maybe that's what you need to do. So I'm looking at the nines. We have Nine of Wands. Sagittarius represents the number 9. And then we have 54, which is 9 with the birds right there. So 999. So something has come to completion. Okay. Again, we could just be looking back at the actions that were taken, or seeing why things are the way they are in someone's situation. Something is going to be calming down for someone, okay, whereas before maybe you weren't sure, right? We have 7 of Cups, right? A bit of cloudiness right next to Neptune, okay? This not being able to make the correct judgment call in a situation. Someone was very confused about something. And this was producing the challenges that they were facing in a dynamic, or maybe with this person. Maybe you were uncertain about the actions that a person took, okay? Maybe you were uncertain about the actions a person took. King of Pentacles. I just want to show this to you, but I'm going to do it again based on how the card just fell. Can we see that again, please? What's going on with the 7 of Cups, birds, the tension, what's going on? Okay, yeah, there was some work that was being done. There was some investments. This is some years of investments, or years where there's a challenge with a partnership, okay? It's not like an overnight thing. This has been happening for a while, okay? The Hierophant. This is something that has been taking place. It's almost like it's been maturing, or it's been growing, okay? It's been advancing, or someone has been advancing in work, okay? Or maybe someone was trying to advance in work. So maybe if you are in a work setting and you're seeing someone else advance over you, it could be that there is something happening in the background that you're unaware of that's causing someone else to be considered above you, because 7 of Cups is a sense of consideration also. So we have 7 of Cups and 7 of Pentacles, okay? So, So, yeah, it's a sense of like projection. Like, it's like someone is holding on or is trying to use your energy some way. Notice the mirror, okay? Someone could be self-absorbed, very vain, into their appearance a lot. Another person could just be very free-spirited, or just I'm just looking at this person's face, like, you know, they may play around a lot, a very devious energy, mischievous spirit, right? They do things that causes trouble for others. Okay, and my dog is just barking. All right. So what you do to another, you do to yourself. So it's someone that is tying their own hand, but they don't see it. Because remember, this is done energetically. So the things that they're doing in the physical, they're literally sewing into the spiritual, the unseen. So if they're trying to tie your hands, if they're trying to slow you down, if they're intentionally trying to cause challenges in your work, or with whatever you try to build or collaborate with someone, if you're trying to, you know, work with someone else, it's them doing things to put some type of like a damper or a wrench in the plans, but essentially they end up sabotaging themselves, okay? Four of Cups. Disappointment or disappointed. This could be the energy they wanted you to stay in. This could be the energy they plotted. Like the outcome or the end result. Remember we talked about the characters, like let's say Superman is fighting for justice for all, right? And let's say the adversary, the foe, they're fighting for world power, they're fighting for world annihilation, you know. So the end game, the end result, like what was it that they wanted to achieve? What's this? What's this? Holy Spirit, thank you. Okay, there. That was the plan. This is the plans. Travel plans is here. Okay, the travel plans that this person may have. I'm getting Scorpio. Someone is a Scorpio. November birthday, September birthday. That's what, maybe Virgo. Scorpio, Virgo, Leo, Pisces energy. And the world. It's like something is finished. Maybe you finish something. You close something out. And that's not making someone feel like, it's almost like a sense of defeat, right? Yeah, this is the past energy, like where they wanted you to be here. Okay, that's not where you're at. Okay, if in some way you have learned how to take the good with the bad or the bitter with the sweet and make it more malleable, I think is the word I'm looking for. It's, you've balanced those energies out somehow. This is a sense of healing, right? This is where you don't allow your feathers to be ruffled. You remain calm. You're very patient. You're steady in your approach to things. You may wait for instructions before you make a move, right? So this is not a rushed energy. This is someone that takes their time, and you know how to measure things out appropriately. So the Nine of Swords that's behind this is someone from the past that you were connected with. Still, they're bound to something still. They're bound to maybe the Ten of Swords, right? They're bound to some type of illusion. They're bound to the work that they invested in, all right? The actions that they took, okay? That they were very persistent with. They're bound to that. They may even be sick with the Four of Swords and are needing to literally lay down, okay? Take a break, rest, okay? They were too busy doing a lot, maybe a lot of travel, okay? Three of Wands, also travel. The travels, however, did not bring them the outcome that they desired. Four of Cups, right? It's a sense of where something was either blocked, rejected, or simply just balanced out, like where peace is restored, right? Okay, if someone tried to disrupt someone's peace, then the peace is restored, right? The Wheel of Fortune came out. So the person, whoever was heading in the North Node or in their path, they may have had to go through some towers and some difficulties, but the scale is being balanced, okay? What else do we need to know about this message? This message is a bit, it seems like it's dragging on. I may be connecting to people who are older, more mature in their age. Excuse me. That sounds better, right? That sounds better. So, whatever they created, remember, what you do to others, you do to yourself. They're experiencing something now that I don't know if they can come back from this. Three of Swords, it's heart-wrenching. We already saw the Five of Cups, right? We already saw the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. We see the Nine of Swords now, where there's some type of mental angst, right? Whether it be depression, whether it be a lack of sleep, whether it just be anxiety, stress, being overwhelmed, desperation, right? A sense of despair even. I don't know what it is specifically, but it's not in a good head space, okay? And in addition to that, now it's like there's a lot of discomfort, also probably in the heart, okay? Like crying. Someone may feel like they're literally dying. Someone may have wanted you to have some type of something with your heart, right? I don't even want to say it. Just look at someone think about, pouring, let's say if you're mixing something up, right? If you want to read it that way, to cause a Three of Swords. Anyway, guys, this could have been what someone desired for you, this maternal energy, whether it be your mother, whether it be a person that took on a role as a mother, or just someone who has children. Take it how it resonates. Or just a female that was in a high position and had a lot of resources and authority. What else? And this is someone that you were very close with. Very close with. Two of Cups, right? Cancer energy. Yeah, you were very close with this person. They may have also wanted to interfere with your relationships, right? You getting closer to other people, or, people betraying you, where, you don't trust people as much because of a past experience. Right, so where your guards are up, right? Seven of Wands, okay? You feel like you have to protect yourself. Look around the corner, look around your shoulders all the time. Maybe a bit paranoid. This person could be paranoid, okay? This person could have a lot of anxiety about other people, doing them harm because of the harm they've done to other people. And again, that is karma. Someone is protected. Yeah, you overcame. You overcame some things. You were protected from a lot of things that were done. And you have the sun here. This is the renewal, like the renewing energy. It's an energy of healing and new birth, new life, vitality, optimism. So you can be optimistic at this point. You can be hopeful. You can venture out and try new things, okay? The Fool. You can explore other avenues and opportunities now. You don't have to be stuck in this energy where maybe you felt as though things that you were pursuing or trying to achieve, that it was falling, to the wayside. It is because there was an energy behind the scene that was targeting you. And this could have been, again, from just past experiences or just something within your family lineage that they've experienced. And now you're having to clear this out with the Wheel of Fortune that came out and the Ten of Swords. But this is saying there's some sense of acknowledgement. Maybe someone wants to acknowledge this, or this can just mean, with the sun and then seeing the Six of Wands. Again, Leo energy matching the sun. You're going to feel a sense of victory, or maybe you're going to get some rewards after all your heartache, okay? You may be getting your rewards, or it's a sense of, someone may finally want to acknowledge this by way of a conversation. I don't know. You could be getting a promotion with the Eight of Cups now. Like, let's say if you were passed over before, now something is coming full circle back around to you, okay? So that's the message for the collective. I don't think I need to go any further. We have the Nine of Cups here. That's the wish fulfillment. I already saw the Nine of, this is peeking out. The Strength. Okay, you're very strong. You have overcame a great deal. Some may say it's spiritual warfare, spiritual battle, however you want to look at it. You have overcame a lot with the Strength, okay? So strong Leo energies out here, okay? With the Sun, the Strength card, even the Seven of Wands, that's all Leo energy, okay? Fire sign. So you may be stepping into a leadership role, and you may be creating something that's going to be showcased, it's going to be seen. Take a chance on yourself if you have had to give up in the past because of saboteurs or being met with, resistant energy. Take a deep breath, okay? It looks like you may have turned the corner somehow. Three of Wands, it's like what is it that you want to invest your time in, and it's not this, right? It's not this energy, okay? So it might just be, this could be a forewarning to let you know you may get some information. Page of Pentacles, you may get some news, and this news is going to open up your insight to see things a little differently or a little clearer than before regarding, let's say, a specific individual that you were very close to, that may have been doing some things under the radar. It's a sense of things now being brought up for review and brought into focus so that you can clearly identify some things. Yeah, thank you. So you can clearly identify things, right? And have the clarity that you need regarding this Devil energy, this past energy, okay? This is you this is introspection here, okay? Number 50, someone may be 50. You may have been celebrating someone's 50th birthday recently. This is you having the clarity, coming into a space of calm and ease and rejuvenation or rest. This is you actually looking back, like understanding and connecting the dots to see why things transpired the way they did in certain areas of your life. And this is now things working together a little better with the symbiosis or the trine. Again, 52 is number 7. So there's 7 again, a sense of completion, right? So 777 is out here as well. 999, very strong energy. Okay, Sagittarius is a strong energy out here as well, as far as you coming out of something and going beyond this the ceiling, right? Some type of ceiling was set for you. You're moving past whatever ceiling was set for you. Okay. Okay, this will probably be a lot to digest, so you may have to watch this again, or you may be getting other messages that are going to actually point you in the direction that is gonna solidify this understanding for you, or this newfound knowledge, insight, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so be patient with yourself, be patient with the process. For those who have been dealt a raw deal, and make sure you take the necessary actions to rectify whatever situations that you can, as much as is in your power to do. Try your best to release any energies from the past that you may find that they resurface by way of memory, dreams, or thoughts. Try your best to release them and forgive those individuals, and stay focused on your path. Okay, I love you. See you next time. Bye.